Hey guys, it's Andy from Magooinvesting. Today we're switching things up from last week. Today we're going to be talking about a broader topic. I think my current plan is Monday through Friday, I'm going to be doing stock breakdowns, technical analysis, and talking about the Robinhood Top Stocks. And then I think the current plan is either on Saturday or Sunday, I can do kind of a broad topic. And today I'm going to be talking about 3 things that I want Robinhood to incorporate into their program in the upcoming weeks. And a lot of people have been talking about how Robinhood is going to be dying soon. All of these companies, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, I think, maybe, not sure about that one, came out with free commission. So the big draw to Robinhood in the past was that the ability to buy single shares with no commission. So that made it so the barrier of entry to join and start trading stocks was so much lower because you no longer had to buy a full lot of 100 shares plus the commission. You could buy single shares with no commission, which was fantastic. You could buy, we talked about Chesapeake Energy last week, $1.30. You could buy 1 share, no commission. If you had commissions, it'd be $1.30 for the shares and $5 to buy it and $5 to sell it. So you're pretty much screwed no matter what happens. So when that news came out, people were talking about how people were going to be leaving Robinhood for these bigger companies. And I'll probably be making a video in the future talking about why I'm not planning on leaving. But the biggest thing is I really don't have any problem with Robinhood at this point. I love the ability to look at it on an app. I don't use the computer version of it that much, and I do all my charting on TD Ameritrade. With that being said, these are 3 things that I think Robinhood should think about implementing in the upcoming weeks and months to try to keep other people who are maybe newer to investing from going to these bigger, more well-known companies. So the first thing that I'd like them to implement is the ability to customize the notification percentages. And depending on what kind of stocks you're trading on the app, the stuff on your watch list, the only things you'll get notifications for is if the stock goes up or down 5 or 10%. And so for some people that are only trading, say like Apple, Microsoft, these bigger companies that aren't as volatile and don't move as much, you probably very rarely see these notifications. Myself, I am a more risky trader. I trade a lot of 3 times weighted ETFs, so I get a decent amount of these notifications. But for stocks that don't move as much, it would be very nice to be able to customize maybe the level at which a notification is given out. So say maybe like a 1%, a 2.5%, somewhere where I can just kind of get a gauge on where the market's at without having to stop and fully look at the app and go through all of the different stocks I'm looking at. And then going off kind of that idea of seeing where the market's at a glance, I'd really like for Robinhood to implement a way on the main page where I can go and just kind of look and see the main stocks like an Apple, Microsoft, the Dow Jones, and NASDAQ, just so I can kind of look to see where the market's at. At the current point, if you don't have some of these stocks on your watch list, you have to go elsewhere, and I think it'd be very beneficial for Robinhood to make it so you wouldn't have to leave their own app. And then finally, I think another thing that they really need to implement, and one of the things that TD Ameritrade has been great for, is the ability to leave alerts on stock charts. And in the past couple months, Robinhood came out and redid their charting system. You can go through, look at different indicators like the moving averages, MACD, stuff that you couldn't do in the past, which was very nice. It's a wonderful change to be able to look at candles instead of just the really basic charts. So that was a step in the right direction. And now I think that alerts are going to be the next step that they're going to have to take. And alerts are really important because for someone that's maybe working a job, is busy during the day, just can't sit at the computer, watch these stocks all day, the ability to get a notification or an alert to say when a stock has hit a level that you're looking to buy at without having to watch it all day is so nice. TD Ameritrade is great in that aspect where I can go in the night before, look at the charts, set an alert for where I know I want to take a position, and then I don't do anything until I get that alert on my phone. And for Robinhood to keep being my favorite platform in the future, having that all be on one app instead of having to use TD Ameritrade would be very helpful. And so overall, just to summarize things, the 3 things that I think that Robinhood should change in the upcoming weeks and months is the ability to customize the percentage when you get a notification. Instead of just the 5 and 10% that it currently has, maybe lower it and be able to customize it where you can have a 1, 2.5, 5, and 10% notifications for stocks that aren't moving as much. Next, I'd like the ability to see the market at a glance, see the most traded companies in the stock market, plus the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500, just so I can kind of know where the market's at without having to go onto a different site or a different app to get that information. And then finally, the probably the hardest one to get correct, is the ability to have alerts for when a stock hits a certain level. And the ability to have those alerts means that I don't have to spend as much time on TD Ameritrade, and makes it so that a normal person that's not as loyal to Robinhood like I am, and might be able to keep some of these people that see that, oh, you can get trade or you can get free commissions on these bigger companies. Why would I go with Robinhood? And currently the app and just some of the really simple aspects of Robinhood is what's really attractive to a lot of people. And I think that if Robinhood can add these features in the upcoming months, it'll keep Robinhood around and it'll keep people from moving to the larger, more reliable companies. So let me know what you guys think about Robinhood. If you think that the free commissions on these other larger platforms has kind of changed your mind and has made you think about moving from Robinhood to somewhere else. At this point, I have not really thought about it. Probably in the next couple years, I'll switch away from Robinhood, but I'll probably make its own video on that because it's more complicated than just, I like having the app. So I'll save that for another video. I'll be back on Monday, this upcoming Monday, going to be talking about some more Robinhood Top Stocks, and that'll be Monday through Friday. And then next weekend, I'll come back and I'll talk about another broad topic. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have a company or an idea you'd like me to go over in a future video, please leave it in the comment section down below. Been loving all the support recently, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.